Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching.
Not sure what's going on here. Something happened. There we go. That's better. All right. Well, today is our normal donation night, you guys. So this is where the freaks. We have one last push for the first hour, and then I send in money to various places out there. You know, we've given $202,815 away from the income for, gosh, I don't know, 4 years now. But it seems like whenever we do these donation nights lately, there's a really small crowd that shows up, you know? It's really pretty odd. It's hard to do what we were used to do on these nights. All right, there's Lisa Valenzuela. I mean, believe it or not, up until last month, we would always do like around $1,000 on this night. And last month was less, and I don't know, just kind of has a different feel these days. Thank you, Richard Watts, Lisa Valenzuela, and everybody, for every 5 you put in, I put you up on the spin board too. I'm going to try to get my soundboard working. Ah, weird, it's not even on. Lori Fisher. All right. Yeah, sad news in the missing firefighters case for sure. Now, what do you mean? Oh, okay. Yep, we're currently at $17.
Helping the victims.
Okay, got it working again. There we go. Now this is the last day of the month where we have one last push by all the freaks, and then after the hour I'm probably going to send most of the money this time to our DNA fund, because we just picked up another case, and then we can get some more going. And then I don't know, maybe the scholarship fund, and then some other place, I don't know. But you guys have to admit, this isn't starting off like the normal days, right? Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, thanks Wooloo and Wendy Van Rokel, Richard Watts. Yep, half the year's over. Thank you, Dant. Yeah, and it's kind of like why I've been making more videos, because of just the way this is right here. And there you go. There's WNC Granny jumping in there. Gray, if I were to win something, just spin again. Okay. I'll put you in there. Here we go. And also, Angeli Wilcox. How do you say it? Angelia Wilcox, right? Chewbacca.
I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
Well, you haven't done it. Oh, maybe, I don't know. Did it just skip right over that one? Let's see. There it is, right there. You spoke too soon, WNC Granny. And thank you, Shells 76.
You are early tonight.
Well, last time I was later and we had a really poor donation night, so I figured if I came on earlier, maybe that would make a difference. I don't know, but not seeing it. Thank you, Lynn GMB. Yep, how's everybody doing out there? We're currently at about 1/10 of a normal night that we had up until last month. Last month I think we got up to 80%. And then this one we're at 1/10. Yeah, every time you have one of these nights though, it's weird how, well, it's nothing, there's no, it doesn't work in the algorithm because there's no tags or anything that would make any sense. Hey, thanks, Allie Cake. Very cool, very cool. I got you in there. Thanks, Lynn. I got you in there. Lynn said, thanks for all your hard work on these cases. Well, hey, thank you for going to that memorial service in the Micah Miller case. Can you believe that there's still people...
all your hard work on these cases.
Like, we have a Micah Miller group that we created at the beginning, because we didn't know what we were dealing with, on Facebook, and people just keep joining, hoping that there's some, mysterious, like, just an amazing cover-up that somebody else actually killed her. And it's just not the reality at all. I'm gonna write about me and a crew about something that I was supposed to do. You might not heard all, maybe you haven't. I first heard all of it was fact. You should get angry at all of that. You can say what you want, but spell my name right. I know everybody always says I sound like Norm Macdonald. I don't think I sound like him at all, but there's been enough people that said that
We can do this, freaks.
All right, we're at 15% of a normal donation night. So if you're out there and you can afford it, appreciate the support on the last push of the year, the 6-month mark of the year, or month. This is just one of, we started doing this in January of 2020. And the channel so far has donated from the income $202,815 since January of 2020. Thank you, small town girl. And I know the economy isn't that great, so I think the videos that I'm trying to make, I didn't realize till just recently that YouTube has a promotion, like you can press a button and you can give them money and they'll try to promote your video. So it sort of worked on one of the videos that I made. So I'm trying to figure out if that's something, obviously it's an expense. I don't know. I don't know exactly how that all works, but we'll see. Well, 177 people here now. Yeah, these people are just crazy. JP is a crappy person. He is likely responsible for the mental, why she wanted to do something to herself, but has absolutely nothing to do with, like he wasn't there or anything.
Thank you for all of your work for charity. Love your channel.
Well, I just want to get the lighting the same as normal. Well, we're still stuck around 15%, you guys. Man, this should be a night you could just count on like it was clockwork. Some donation nights we do like 1,700, 1,400, 1,300, and that would allow me to donate even more because I do like a certain percentage, but it's not quite like that anymore. We're currently at $159. And I'm talking about 3 months ago it was like that, not yesterday, not like 2 years ago or something. What are you talking about, Lynn? Yep, hasn't been so happy so far, Zozo, but we've still got another 45 minutes to go here. What do you mean staying away from him? Why are you even thinking about staying away from somebody? You don't even know the guy. Yeah, probably. Yeah, girl. See you later. Just tuning in. Can you catch? There's nothing to catch up on yet. What we're doing, what we do every single month for the last 4.5 years, is we have donation night where the freaks all help support the channel. One last time on a show. We're not even at the a freaking goal night. This is usually the night where everybody's here helping support the channel. And then after the first hour is up, I then send usually thousands of dollars off to various true crime related charities or our DNA fund or our scholarship fund, etc. And this is another one of these months where I work my ass off making tons and tons of videos to make up for the it's not quite the same on the super chats, but it hasn't been bad. I mean, we've made the goal every single night, but we're not even there on donation night right now, So that never happens on here. Thank you, Sarah Be Creative. Yeah, so we're one of the only true crime YouTube channels that actually give money from their own, like it comes out of my income, not like, hey, let's do a fundraiser. Which, this is more like a long-term thing. Like I actually give part of, like even my income. I do ad revenue and all that. The ad revenue and the super chats and channel memberships. But, I'm having to pick up the ad revenue quite a bit because the super chats and the support by the community in terms of, sending in super chats has dropped. But tonight's just... normally never starts like this. Actually, a lot of times it does start slower and then kind of pick up. So we'll see if that happens. But thanks, Sarah Be Creative. Now we'll get to the update on the the firemen in a little bit. They're actually found out in the woods. I don't know if it was right next to. What my thought is that she killed him before they even took off, and then when she got out there, she took him out in the woods, maybe from where the car was found. I don't know, and then probably did something, shot herself while sitting on the ground with him, something like that. I mean, I have a hard time believing that he was still
Thank you,
alive out there. Because he could have probably pretended, oh, no, I want to still be with you. I was just confused. You know, he could have done something like that and got out of it. But you'd hope we'd do better at least than last night on donation night, wouldn't you? I don't know. I'm just going to have to change my expectations, I guess. Nah, why would I need to dive into the DoorDash order? I've already talked about it 1,000 times. It's just not important to the case. You know, it has nothing to do with it. I already checked. I even called the DoorDash delivery a long time ago, right? I called them up. The actual, not DoorDash. I called the Jack in the Box. And they explained it, and it worked perfectly, that he would have had to pick up the DoorDash. Before it got there, Zana, whatever it is, she's the one that made the order. Where's Zozo? So the order was totally normal, and this guy drove by. They already know who the person is. They've talked to him. It's not Brian Kohberger. He's not the killer. Man, people are just so conspiratorial. It's wild. Thanks, Michelle H. And by the way, right now we're at basically, what did we say? 171, and 2 of them made up 100 of that. What was I going to go do just now? I can't remember. Thank you, Chicken Wing. Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, I think that's exactly how it worked, is that she took him out there, and I think exactly what the mother was saying is what happened. You know, even though it's their whole family, it's always a little bit weird, the whole situation, you know. Let's see. I think he was already dead in the car. That's what I said a minute ago. I just told you that. Yeah, they're dead. I made a community post like 3 hours ago. It's right here. I'll show it to you. But you guys, this is our donation night. At the end of each month, we have a last push to raise funds for the channel, and then I donate a lot of money to various charities. Okay? So thank you all for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. We've been doing this for 4.5 years. Doesn't need to, you know, change dramatically just so quickly, you know. Thank you, Tawny Lee. All right, so it says right here, let me get this off. We regret to inform the public that the bodies of missing persons Raegan Anderson and Chandler Kuhbander, along with Anderson's vehicle, have been discovered in, I don't know if it's like Cocke County, Tennessee. Tennessee authorities are currently investigating the scene. Details pertaining to the discovery of their bodies, vehicles, and events leading to their deaths are not available at this time. Questions should be directed to Cocke County Sheriff's Office or the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. We extend our deepest condolences to the Anderson and Kuhbander families during this incredibly difficult time. Thanks, Jessica Schubach. Oh, there goes my stomach again. Alright, well, thank you to Plato, WNC Granny, Paulette Leonard, and Tawny Lee on PayPal there. Thank you. Yeah, it's because I don't have any tags or anything. It's not really... No, you heard it? The little... Yeah, if I can hear it in my headphone, then that means you can hear it. Not sure what that is. When fun and everything turns around with a little dog. Hey, thanks, Cindy. And thanks for being a member for 9 months, Lisa Taylor. And Small Town Girl, member for 1 month. We have got 35 more minutes to go. Thanks, Tracy. So that's what we're at, where we're at right now. Now I was going to look up something. There's this other person that said, thanks to the officers and others who stayed all day on the road and the woods where the car was located dealing with this tragedy. They were all professional and helpful as the day progressed, and the road was closed most of the day while they worked. Think about your comments before posting, as the grieving families are likely seeing them as well. So it says on our road. So I'm gonna go find these people. So hold on. Hey, thanks, Hope for All. Oh, okay, that lady's like 76 years old, I think. I don't know. Can't tell. I'm gonna go get the address, and then we'll know precisely where this is. Now, so it's really close to like just where, you know, that little town there, for sure. All right. Well, thank you for Hope for All. And thank you to Whiskey Boots. Trying to get everybody in there. I think I ate something that had milk or something in it. My stomach doesn't like it. BNC Granny. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think I am lactose intolerant for sure. But hey, you guys, this is our donation night, as we've done every single month. We're not even at a normal nightly goal level at this point. Okay, we just passed that, but tonight's, you know, the special night each month where the freaks have one more push for the channel, and then I give away, you know, generally thousands of dollars. We've already given 500 away already. No, Chicken Noodle Soup, are you being an idiot? Get the hell out of here. Jesus, what a clown. Let's see. Now this is where the trolls come in and they try to pretend that they're kind of, you know. I'm not edgy at all. I'm just putting the names, you know. This is how it is like each month on this night. It's like at the beginning it's slower, but then this month, I don't know, it just doesn't feels like lately it's just different, you know. Don't know why or any of that, you know, nobody knows. But I mean, the channel's doing just as well. I mean, I'm getting more subscribers. The you know, the income wasn't bad this month because of all the videos that I made, where I used to not rely on making videos at all. It was just the live streams. But you know, I think videos is kind of a good way to go because you get way more subs from videos, plus the you know, there's no pressure on anybody. It's just ad revenue. See? Hello, Notorious Nance. I mean, well, you guys have been here on all the donation nights, most of you, right? Currently we're at 258 instead of, you know, like normally we're at, you know, 600 or something at this point, and then by the time it's over, maybe 1,000 or something. But who knows, man? You know, this is a Sunday night this time. People are probably doing something else. Yeah. Yeah, so let me go down and check this on the road. Yeah, so this is a road right here. So maybe it's like on Hollow Road is where their car was found. I bet you it was right up in here. Maybe. Let's see. They had their road closed down. So is it this? They're not talking about their driveway, I wouldn't say. It's not going to be over here. It's probably more likely something, you know, up in the woods here. Is there any street view here? No. What's fry mean? Thanks, Kami. Got 20. Let's see. 27, 28 more minutes. 27. What's a potato? Like the color? Like it's a pug, but it's potato color? Or what? So this is the person that, they live in this area who wrote that comment. So it's like, the road was closed most of the day while they worked. Think about your comments. Thanks for the officers and others who stayed all day on our road and in the woods where the car was located. So when they say our road, man, is it like right there and then the car was found up in right in there? Something like that. Hey, thanks, Katie Corner. Let's see. It says, I was here last night, but this is my first donation night. Won't be my last. Hey, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I understand that the economy is crappy and everything. It's just trying to figure out, like, what's normal now. You know what I mean? Thanks, Ivan Victor. Always enjoy supporting Goods Cause Gray channel and Gray, you bastard. Gray, you bastard. Thank you, Brenda Starr. And Lynn. Oh, cool. I got everybody in there. And Jen P. I'll throw some more in the pot. Well, thank you. Ding, ding, ding. So what do you think that means? So if you read it like that, our road, so is it this road here? It could be right up in this one too, because it's hilly, but then there's this ravine right there. So maybe up in there. I don't know, it seems really hilly though. Let me see if there's another address. No, so this is the one that's in Cosby. And it's the only person with that name. So that's gotta be it. Thank you, Notorious Nance. Yeah. Well, it's kind of just such an odd situation here. I mean, did she have a silencer or something? I mean, Was he alive for part of the drive and then she just shot him or something? I mean, how did this work? Normally it's just strange, She wrote this note, and then instead of just taking her own life, she went ahead and took the boyfriend. And it's sort of a classic thing. I mean, guys are normally the ones that do this stuff, but Jodi Arias is exactly the same way. She just didn't take her own life. But that's Jodi Arias, you could say, it was kind of similar. Somebody feeling scorned, and then, nothing more deadly than a woman scorned, they say. Gray, that's sexist. Really? You guys are sexist against men every 5 seconds. Every single crime and everything. The guys are just, can't have a guy. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's true. I wouldn't say there's nothing more dangerous. What you should do is create an army with 50 women that all have incredibly long relationships, and then have all them dump them, and then put those women into battle. They'd probably be able to destroy any army. Okay? And what you do is you give them some kind of a drug to make the enemy look like their boyfriend. Or the girlfriend he was cheating with. There you go. Thanks, Michelle H. All right, we've got 21 minutes left, you guys. We are currently at 298. Nothing more deadly than a woman scorned. Yeah, there you go. That's why they have those series on IDTV, What are they called? Women scorned, or like women that kill. They're not. It's not as common, obviously, but. Yeah, deadly women. And they're young too, so your hormones are still pretty high, But apparently this is the road right here. So the lady writing that said that they had the road shut down, and I doubt they're talking about their driveway. So it must be Hollow Road, so it's probably not that one. I think it's going to be... So there's Hollow Road goes up here, and then it sort of has a... Yeah, I mean, it looks like it keeps going up there. Yeah, Hollow Road. And then it's just going to be here. So eventually you're going to hear they'll say something like off Hollow Road, I would think. Let's see, we've got... Well, I usually base it off of what YouTube says, but, PayPal counts. So thank you, Jeannie. And LaDonna. I'll just put LaDonna H. And Sandy Shirley. Yep. So we've only got 18 minutes left, you guys. Well, her dad just died earlier in the year. Then she has this long-term boyfriend who then leaves her. Now all the men in her life are gone, and she's just totally not in her right place at this point. Hey, thank you so much, Jelly Tot. We're going to get the I think. Oh yeah, I got to turn it on. There you go. No, I didn't cover it right off the bat. Man, that was tough. Thank you, Georgina Stuliker. I mean, that rap was super chat worthy, wasn't it? No, it wasn't, Gray, you bastard.
Chewbacca? I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
And look at that, Georgina Stuliker gifted 5 memberships. Now that would be a cool thing to do, you guys. If you don't want to do super chats, you could do the gift memberships out. Let's see. They said they were found in her car. So what? Who cares if I have it on the north side? What does that even mean, Stacy? It's like, make a cogent sentence in there. There's no rhyme or reason. That doesn't, their first part. They said they were found in her car, but you have the car on car to more north. I don't even know what that means. It's just, yeah. Couldn't she have just driven in the car and then up into the woods somewhere? Because they were found in the woods, not on a road, right? And when you say they said, where is it said that? I see, yeah, only 4 so far. Yeah, maybe there isn't enough people in here that asked for memberships, but we got Laura Lee 5, we got Rosie Girl, MK, and Shara Doobie. I remember you. Thank you. And welcome. Yeah, I don't know why there's a 5th one. Maybe the other one was a person that was blocked. All right, we've got 14 more minutes. Send me a link then if they reported it, okay? Stacy, because I have them on the street right here. You didn't say anything about the street name. You didn't say anything. Again, you're just not making sense. Yeah, send me the link to it. I have the thing. I've read the thing that they put out. It's this one right here. It says details, the bodies discovered in Cocke County, details pertaining to the discovery of their bodies. And, it doesn't say anything on there at all. Now, maybe there's a new one now. But what you're saying still doesn't make sense, Stacy. You're leaving key elements out. What street was it found on? Or, it was found in the woods. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at that's the last post that they made. They didn't say anything about that. Yeah, so you have to send me a link or something that shows me what you're talking about. The thing on the screen right there is the most recent Hinesville Police Department post on Facebook. Well, there's no way that anybody could figure that out. You pinpoint where the bodies were found, but the car is more north. How do you know? How do you know where the car is? I'm just saying possible car location. Here's the lady that reported, that said they closed down her road. That means it's this hollow road here. I mean, I guess it, you know, but it would only be, I mean, I guess if the, right here is the closest spot where you would be able to let people go home in either direction. It's not like you would shut down Hollow Road if it was over here, right there, right? I mean, I guess that's possible, but would you really put your car right in the middle of these homes here? Or are you going to be more up into the woods? I just don't know what that means. I'm sorry. I need more, when people type something in, it's got to be specific. Okay, so currently we've got 12 minutes to go, and we are at 35% of what we used to normally do. Can you make a music video rapping? You would wear a chain? No, no thanks. They'd probably call it cultural appropriation. You know, if I try to do a rap where I put a gold chain, I started rapping, they go, "Oh, see, that's bullshit, Gray." I mean, I could say I was trying to be Vanilla Ice or Eminem or something, right? But contact with the complaint. Yeah, what is that? You just sent me the same thing we went over yesterday, Zozo. Yeah, remember, you even had a better copy of it. I don't know what that means, so what you sent me. Hey, come on, freaks. Just a few more minutes here. Yeah, we read that. Remember yesterday you gave me that, Zozo? And then you sent me the one that had the larger, you could see more of the screenshot, so I read it. You had one that was better than the one that you just gave me. It talked about their incident. Yeah, you gave me one that was better. It was this one. Remember how it had it all in there? It was this one right there. It talks about on the above date. You know, so she got arrested for damaging his vehicle. So we currently have 9 more minutes left out, you guys. There isn't going to be a goal, Whiskey Boots, I can tell you that. But if you're out there and you want to help support the channel, this is our donation night where we usually have one last push of the month, and then I kind of look and see what the total monthly income was, and I try to donate a large portion of the income to various true crime related charities. Yeah, this one is too. Remember? This is the Olive Garden one. It had the same information in it. It's the same thing. It says right here, I was advised by dispatch that the female suspect left in a black Ford Escort. Advised backup officers of a possible direction of travel for the suspect as I made contact with the victim identified as Chandler Kuhbander. Kuhbander stated he was at Olive Garden on a date when his girlfriend of 7 years, identified as Raegan Anderson, walked in. Kuhbander stated he did not know how Anderson knew he was there other than she was possibly passing by. Kuhbander stated that Anderson started making false claims about his date until she felt uncomfortable and left regarding the date. Remember? I know, but this is a different... I'm doing this one. You sent me that one yesterday, though, remember? Okay, so you're saying there's another incident. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a minute. So let's see. Barbara Waite, welcome. I'm not sure where Georgina's 5th membership went. It went into some nebulous area somewhere. So thank you, Simply Me. And also Michelle H. All right, let's see. This other one's where it's all cut off on the edges, so I can't read it, but it says, his ex-girlfriend, Miss Raegan, may harm herself. Mr. Kuhbander stated it was a liberty. Stated probably like he is not, I don't even know what that means. Was in, Kuhbander states something was a Liberty County firefighter and was going through a hard time. He said, so he's talking about Mr. Kuhbander states maybe she was a Liberty County firefighter and was going through a hard time. He said she had something like had a handgun and sent him a picture. He stated she could not breathe and needed like something like paramedics. I mean, who would make a screenshot like this? My God. It's unbelievable. I mean, if you're the person, whoever you got that from, I mean, at least you could go out and like crop it for people to read the damn thing. I mean, it's unbelievable. Mr. Kuhbander said she did not directly say she was going to harm herself. She sent concerning messages. Something arrival. I made contact with Liberty Fire Department Chief Brian Darby and Liberty something Fire Department Captain James Ashton. I mean, it's literally cuts off like 2 words on the left and right. Oh, you found a full one? Okay. Okay, guys, we have currently 5 more minutes left on the first hour of the donation night, where we normally have that first push, our last push of the month, and then we get going. Yeah, you missed the first hour, yeah. Okay, here's a better copy. I made telephonic contact with the complainant, Mr. Chandler Kuhbander, who stated he is concerned his ex-girlfriend, Miss Raegan Anderson, may harm herself. Mr. Kuhbander stated Miss Anderson, this is July 10th of last year, was a Liberty, so she was kind of suicidal even before her dad died. Miss Anderson was a Liberty County firefighter and was going through a hard time. He said she purchased a handgun and sent him a picture. He stated she could not breathe and needed him to come over. Mr. Kuhbander said she did not directly say she was going to harm herself. However, she sent some concerning messages. Hey, thanks, Judy Grandstrand, the legend. Like that name. Upon my arrival, I made contact with Liberty Fire Department Chief Brian Darby and Liberty County Fire Department Captain James Ashdown. They were able to make contact with Miss Anderson through text, but she was reluctant to open the door initially. Chief Darby and Captain Ashdown were able to make contact with Miss Anderson inside. Chief Darby was able to retrieve and secure the handgun from Miss Anderson. Chief Darby secured the handgun in his vehicle and advised he was going to take possession of it. So obviously she knows how to use a handgun, right? Now it seems like a long time ago. That's a year ago. Didn't they break up more recently than that? I guess I don't really know when they broke up. Yep, and this month we have, I think we got 8 PayPals and what we got on the screen. Oh, we don't have it on the screen, but I can show you what on the screen, just so you can believe. Oh shit! I'm not sure if it's connected, but I can show you the actual this screen. See right there where it says, right there, 3:55. That's where we're at. Now I know it sounds like, you know, we're ahead of last night, but that was just a normal night. So they broke up. Yeah, it sounded like it was more recent than all the way back in July. That's crazy. Yeah. And every case isn't Micah Miller, you know. I had a feeling this would be, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That this is like when you see her at the gas station and the mom's hopeful that that's him inside, but you really realize that no, you would have seen him get out of the car if he was inside the gas station making the phone call. So he's likely already dead somewhere. And now we haven't heard from him for 3 days. So, you know, what's going on? But there was, you know, another angle was possibly, you know, I don't know. I never bought into the other angle, but I could see it. You know, I could see the mom, some of their comments, like how did they know that she put money into his bank account? Those kind of things, you know. And then this is more recent here. I'll just do it later. We're already at the time. So thank you everybody who helped support the channel this month. Appreciate it. And I'm thinking of giving, let's see, I can do 3,500 more. I've already done 500. This is also my tax month, where basically the entire amount I make goes to taxes. Unfortunately. So how do they get a virus? Hey, look at Peter, right at the buzzer. That's all right. I just do the same thing. I just keep on going. Mother seems a bit odd to me, only hearing one side of the story the whole time. Yeah, it seems odd, but now it sort of seems like what her concerns were the reality. You know. I mean, he was just on a date. I mean, you know, we all see that. All right, so I gotta go. I'm gonna go. First of all, I'm gonna send I think I'm going to send identifinders. So we're going to do, I'm going to probably send them 2,000 more. That's our DNA fund. But I have to do it, like I said before, how I explain it is, we used to send money to identifinders when we go through Intermountain Forensics and Identifinders International with Dr. Colin Fitzpatrick. They use the funds to identify Jane and John Does of crime or just person out there that nobody's identified, right? So we pay for those. But what we used to do is we used to send it in and there'd be a 6% charge by the actual mediary. You know, I don't know, whoever took in the funds took 6%. So we were thinking, man, we've given them $80,000. I mean, 6% of that is like, you know, $5,000 or something. So I sent it straight from my bank account to Intermountain Forensics, and then they just add it to it. But there's zero taken out. So it's a better bang for the buck. Unfortunately, I don't get to. The only thing I can show you is I have to go to my own bank account online and everything, and I'll just show you the final thing where it says it's set up or something. Oh, by the way, does anybody out there have you ever used Uber Eats before? Anybody? But man, Uber Eats is like they'll just rip you off, man. We used Uber Eats once 4 years ago during the pandemic to order something to eat. One time, I guess. And we ate the food and that was it. And then all of a sudden today I see this monthly charge from Uber Eats on my bank statement. I never even noticed it before because it was just like, you know, $9.99, kind of this little small thing, you know, you're just. And then it turns out for 4 years they've been charging $9.99 a month for like just being able to use the service. It's a monthly. I'm telling you guys, if you don't realize this, when you do Uber Eats, it actually charges you $9.99 a month, like forever after that. I mean, I didn't mean Uber Eats. I meant DoorDash. Sorry. Did I say it? Yeah, I meant DoorDash. Sorry about Uber Eats. Thank you for bringing that back up again. It was funny. There was on Reddit. It had the exact same story. It's not Uber Eats, you guys. It's not Uber Eats. It's DoorDash. They're the ones that do it. And it was crazy. Look at this right here really fast. So look at this. This is like a real thing. I mean, I actually found it. I couldn't believe it. On Reddit, it says, I just got off a call to customer service at DoorDash after finding a few $9.99 charge. I mean, it's the exact same thing. I cornered the customer service lady to admit that if you give someone your credit card to use, even if you let somebody else use it that has an account, their DoorDash account then will automatically subscribe you to DoorDash or to DoorPass and charge you. So I said, well, I never gave you anyone my credit card to use, so this is a different scenario. But the credit card she was referring to is a new credit card. Down here it says, if you are being charged for Dash Pass and you never subscribed, and there's a phone number. I called this exact number, and you know, I'm having my bank give me back the last 2 years of this shit. Okay, but I mean, what a joke. $400 over that 4-year period. I mean, I should have noticed it, I guess, at one point, but you know, I didn't see it. Unbelievable. And it says DoorDash might be stealing your money like they tried with mine. Check your bank statements. Yeah, definitely. Everybody, check your bank statements for DoorDash and that DoorPay or whatever the hell that word was they used. It's insane. All right, so I'm going to go to the all right, so this is for Identifinders International and Dr. Colleen Fitzpatrick. Maybe I'll just, do you guys think I should send more? I mean, I was going to send 2,000, but how about 3,000? Just to get that kind of going. We didn't give anything last month. We've got a case coming. I mean, I could just do, let me do like, how about I do 2,500? That's better. Then we'll send like 500 to 2 different other places. All right, so there it is, right there. See it on the screen? All I can show you is that it's scheduled, and then they send me an Excel spreadsheet that'll show the numbers, but there it is. 2,500. All right. And you can go ahead and call them up. You know, I have to wait about 7 days before the check actually makes it to them, but you know, make sure to all the trolls out there that always wonder, we show everything on the screen. All right. So now let's do a poll. Let me use a different screen over here. What did we say we were going to do? Didn't we do Texas Equisearch last time? What did we do last month? You guys remember? I guess there needs to be something opposite of rain, right? Violence against men. How come I can't post it? What the hell's going on? Yeah, it's not letting me do one. Which one did we do last month? Thank you, Joan Q.
I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
What happens if I do it here? Donate to. How about? I think we did Texas Equisearch, actually. So rain is. Okay. So it's going to be between these two here. All right, I guess I could do 500 each. So let's just see what you would have picked. Rain. Violence against women. The other one is NCMEC is the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, if you don't know what that means. Maybe I should have said that at the beginning. Maybe you should write in your notebooks. That's what I just said, Zozo. I just said, we need to have an organization that's violence against men. Like literally a minute and a half ago. I guess we think alike, that's for sure. Let's see. Women and children are the most exploited types of people. Yeah, that's why. I mean, I'll just, we're at 50-50, so that kind of makes sense. I'm going to give 500 to NCMEC and 500 to Rain, which will make it 4,000 for the month. All right. And this is my tax month, so I can't give quite as much as I normally would like to out of the amount, but yeah, remember that? I guess I have to fill it all out. I'll do it again for Madeline Soto. In memory of Madeline Soto. What's this thing where they... Okay, no. There we go. Alright, so there's the thing that popped up on the screen. Amount, 500. One time. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And there's my email address right there. And then... right there is the PayPal. And there it is. Right there. Yeah, National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I'm not sure what the amount is, but oh well. Has my address on there, but all the trolls already know my address. They've actually sent me shit, and sick people out there. Oh, there's the national, there it is right there. This is the one from them. See, 500 National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Yeah, they're disgusting people. Let's see, so we've got, the next one is Texas EquiSearch. I think Texas EquiSearch is by far the best organization there is for searching for people. You know, the boots on the ground part of it. They're absolutely the best. There's nobody anywhere close. I mean, we donated to the Cajun Navy and all them, you know, during like 2 different cases going on, but they're so much better than anybody. I mean, Tim Miller is, you know, even though he's getting older, I mean, he's just awesome. So, there, I'll hit the button for donate now. Oh, they're having that error again? That same? Here, let's see. Oh, wait, down here. Donate with PayPal. There we go. 500. And here it goes. And there it is. Thank you for donating $500 US to Texas EquiSearch. On the screen, let me get the, I'm sure I got an email from them. They usually take a while for an email to come in, but. So anyways, that's it right there. See, it's an actual website, right? I mean, it's not like I didn't just put something on the screen there. Oh, Gray, you created. Well, how come it says paypal.com, you idiot? Yeah. All right. There you go. So now we've got to update our stats. Where the hell is it? Yeah, right here. So our grand total now is, I guess, let me see. I just want to make sure I do it right. $28.15. God, my stomach just keeps making sounds. It's just so loud too. All right, so it's 206,315. There we go. 206,315, and this year so far is, this is going to be 26,815. Not bad, not bad. So halfway through the year, we're at a pace to hit like 52. You know, if I get to 50, I'd be happy. I'm still trying to make things work with doing the videos and everything. Hey, thanks, Kathy Freidenmaker. And SJab Weather 22. So this channel, because of the freaks out there supporting the channel and all the videos with the ad revenue coming in, we donated $4,000 this month. All right. Now I know that's not enough for the trolls, who don't give a damn that the other channels who make way more money than I do don't donate a damn thing. Okay? So they just like them, not me, so they make it an issue for them. And yeah, it does get a little bit frustrating, when you're trying to keep everything rolling and we don't seem to have the same types of nights, but we're not doing bad. The ad revenue in conjunction with the the decline in super chats is kind of keeping us the same level. What do you mean some good hits on your latest video? I'm not sure what that means. Hey, thanks, Ebjab Weather 22. I don't know. Why? Did you hear something about that, Timothy? Here's what I think. If the Democrats wanted to do something that was smart, what they would do is remove Kamala Harris as the vice president, put in somebody that, everybody generally likes, and then people would be willing to, I'm just saying for your side, they'd be willing to vote for Biden knowing that that person likely will take over. All right? But having Kamala be the backup, that's not working. And you all know it too, right? There it is. Now, you probably read it on a blog somewhere. Yeah, no, there's no way. If it was real, you'd see headlines all over the place. But isn't that pretty good advice right there? Zozo said, "Don't the trolls have a cousin they should be dating?" Thanks, K-Me.
Thanks, Gray and Mullet. Love this channel. Love being a freak. Love the difference we make.
Yeah. I mean, even if I went straight to just ad revenue, I'd still give some, but probably not the same percentage, because then it's just all me making the income. It's not. It's just people watching videos. You guys see the difference there? I read it on X, so probably not. Yeah, if you read it on there, forget it. Don't you think if you typed it in right now that they would pop up? But here's one of the things that I think is weird. Okay, let me ask you guys what you think of this conspiracy theory. I know this is an election thing, but don't leave. It actually makes sense. Watch this. So you know how, like, for at least 3 years now, we've seen this dramatic decline of Joe Biden. If you've been watching like Fox News or other places that will literally show you the information. If you're on CNBC or, you're somebody that watches The View, or you're somebody that watches CNN or they don't ever show you those things. They cut them out. They even got to the point where recently they said that those are hoaxes. Those videos that you're seeing, those aren't real. It's all, fake stuff, edited cleverly. And it really wasn't. I've seen all of these things for years, and we've seen them. So if you're somebody out there And for me, I thought Biden did well in the debate comparatively to things that I've seen him do. That's why after the debate was over, I was kind of shocked when the left-leaning shows like CNN, MSNBC, all of those, right? They were just like, oh my God, this is horrible. As if it was some new tragedy that was bestowed upon them. Like, oh my God, what is this thing? And they're being absolutely dishonest with you guys. They had seen the same things. I think there's an absolute reason why the debate they just had was done in June. Okay? It was done in June intentionally by the Democrats because they know that he is absolutely declining mentally. You guys know it, right? And they wanted to have this debate, so it seemed like it was something that just, wow, this is weird. It just popped up. We didn't know it. And you could see the reaction on all these channels pretending that it was something new. Okay? And I think they were doing that so they would have time to try to put a replacement in before the next election. Okay? Don't you think that that is absolutely what happened? I mean, it just absolutely makes sense. They knew this whole time, you guys. There isn't anybody, but here's the thing. A lot of people out there were shocked if you only watch CNN, MSNBC, ABC, all those channels. You didn't know that he was having a mental decline for years. They hid it from you. And that's what's scary. It's absolutely weird, man. Weird stuff. Hey, thanks, Heather Ann. Now, was that too political for you? Like where you get upset if you're a Democrat? Because what I just said was a true statement. This has been something that people have been talking about for years. And you can see it all the time where he just stumbles around, doesn't know what he's doing, shakes hands with air. And people were just like, whoa, dude. I mean, what's going on? But when you turn it over to MSNBC, they don't show that thing. Or CNN, they don't show that. So everyone watching is just, oh, he did a great job. You watch The View, they say, oh, he's as sharp as a tack. He's amazing. Oh, yeah, he's incredible. These people should be, I don't know if there's a charge for it, but it's absolutely misleading the public. Yeah, Newsom, let's see. Yeah, I don't think he has a shot in hell. He looks good, but, like if there were, if it was just like these women out there voting because somebody looks good. If you want to go by how he destroyed California, then no. I think the one person that would be like this world, it would be Michelle Obama. If they pulled her out of whatever she's doing and they threw her into the ring, oh my God, it would just be, be the first woman. Every Democrat would be just absolutely, oh my God, we're gonna have Obama as the first man, and they'll be all happy again. And that would be their best move, in my opinion. Yeah. But they seem to like to destroy whatever they touch. Yeah. So that would be the one right there. Verbal lock on your face, Miss. Here, let me put them on there. Here it is right there. look at her just spying. Is she? Yeah, they're awake right there. You ever notice, like, if you literally painted Chloe's hair pink, you wouldn't be able to see her at all. You would just see these black eyes. Like, squint your eyes and then pretend that she's pink. You can see it. Yeah, I think that's what I've said too. Jill Biden should be absolutely ashamed of herself, and it's absolute embarrassment. You almost think that she likes the power that she's had, because what else would you do that to your husband for? Wow. And everybody's saying that, not just, like Democrats have said something similar. But, all right. Yeah, and the thing is I hope even the Democrats watching right now, you're not like, oh, God, that's bullcrap. No, I'm telling you. Well, let me ask you, for anybody in here, if you're a Democrat, And this is just an honest question. When you saw the way he was on television, did you go, oh my God, he really is bad? Was that something that was kind of like sort of a shocking revelation to you? I'd like to know, like, just to see, because I really believe that it was hidden from most people. And most people watch the channels that they believe in the most. And it was weird. After the debate was over, I actually, you know what? You're not going to believe this, but after the debate was over, I said, wow, Biden wasn't too bad other than those couple times he stumbled around. But then when I watched it again, I was like, oh my God, yeah, that was terrible. But to me, it was, he seemed like better than many times that we've seen him. Well, I don't know if it's right-wing channel. People are, if you're just Republican or conservative, you know, it doesn't make you right-wing. Yeah, I didn't think he was sharp. I thought like he was, I mean, but that's what the View says. Oh, he's sharp as a tack, everybody. Oh, he's fantastic. He's... Mm-hmm. And they would say that on, look at the Morning Joe. He said, oh yeah, he's sharp as a tack. Next day, oh my God, this guy's, Morning Joe, you knew it. You knew that there was a problem with him. But you kept trying to sell it. Why though? Why'd you do that? And I think what the reason they were doing it is they wanted to pretend that they were all shocked too, and then have this moment where they can come together and try to get rid of Biden. Instead of this slow grind of it. Yeah, you knew he was like that, everybody. So why didn't you do it before? They're trying to make it seem like it's something new, a new revelation that just happened. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Have to tell him every morning that he... I don't know. Anyways. Yep, so sad news today in the... Look at her, she just keeps her eyes staring at like she's watching us or something. Well, there goes my stomach again. Is she like looking at herself? Stomach just went. God save the Queen Man when she was already dead. Yeah. You, Zozo, you're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. How dare you say something like that? Yeah, one time he gave a shout out to somebody who was dead in one of his press conferences. Yeah, it's just, man, it's just unbelievable. I know, that's what I think, Karen. But don't you think that would be they would win if she did that? Like she would somehow get all the excitement back, you know, shore up maybe, you know, some of the minority vote that they'd lost. You know, I don't know, but no, well, she calls herself that, Zozo. She calls herself Dr. Jill Biden. It's not just him. But remember he pointed to his sister and called her his wife? My favorite though is shaking hands with air. That's always the best, right? Just like this. Weird stuff, weird stuff. May not say the... Yeah, and Trump inartfully word stuff a lot. You know, like I don't like when people say, hey, the illegal immigrants are taking black jobs. You know, he could say, you know, what would be way better if Trump would say something like this. The illegal aliens are taking jobs that have traditionally have hurt the minority community. However, I'd like to change that and elevate everybody up so that there isn't a particular group that the the immigrants affect. You see? Because that's how it should be, right? Like, who wants to say, oh yeah, they're taking jobs from black people? You know, it just sounds weird. You know, what do you mean? So you're saying they're coming in and doing these really crappy, you know? So you got to word it differently than that. I'm not a fan of that. I think it should be our country should aspire so that everybody is on a similar playing field, and that there isn't a particular community or race that happens to be doing the lower level jobs. Now, if immigrants want to come in and do those jobs, great, but they shouldn't be like, currently relegated to specific people. That makes sense? Matter that hell are mine family advisors. Yeah, well. She probably wanted him to win, Betty. I hate, I don't know if it's that McCain, but the other daughter. Is that the one that? She's ridiculous. And by that means minimum wage and no benefit grunt work. Yeah. He confused Biden with Obama. Who cares? Who did? Who cares if you screw up a doctor's name of which president had a doctor? Doesn't make any difference. That's not even an important thing to even try to remember. I mean, every single person makes mistakes when they're talking in a long speech. There's always going to be mistakes in there. It's just, what kind of mistakes are they? I mean, he messes up the country that he's talking about often. And even like CNN and MSNBC, they've corrected those errors that he's made. And you can see that sometimes they were a little concerned. But then, do you remember lately when they kept saying that the interview, that he is on top of his game? He is great. And all those videos that they're playing, those are edited, man. That isn't what happened. And it's like, no, they played the whole clip. I watched it. That's exactly what he did. We saw how Obama had to usher him off the stage, holding his arm. You saw when he was over in France and the paratroopers came in, he just sort of wandered off. And one of their leaders had to, grab his arm and bring him back over to the rest of them. He's just like this guy that shuffles his feet off into no man's land. Yeah, who cares though, Farrell? I mean, that was years ago, right? I mean, you're making... See, that's the weird part about it, is you guys, you're trying to make these equivalents to, like, from years ago. He throws out a name because he's just quickly coming up with names, and somehow that's equivalent to not remembering your own name. Right. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff like that. That's what I said. But that's not what he was doing. Yeah, there's definitely mistakes. And every politician, when they do debates, they lie about stuff. Every one of them. They exaggerate, and that's called a lie. And they just say stuff, and they're just trying to score some points in there. I guess the different thing is when people say, when Trump lies, his lies are to make himself look better, right? When Biden lies, it's to put out false information that make people believe that the other person is an evil monster. And so when you sit there and you say stuff like, there's a difference, right? Absolute difference there. It's like, he just says, like Trump will say, oh, he's a bad president, blah, 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 blah. Here's what he did, here's what he did, here's what he did. But when you start saying stuff like, he said, oh, those are suckers and losers, and that's not really what he said. And then you got the stuff like, the whole Charlottesville thing that he keeps perpetuating on a nightly basis. So it's like, dude, you've already been, this isn't true. Snopes has even debunked it, who usually has your back. Hey, thanks, brown-eyed girl. But anyways, what I was thinking of doing is, this is my true crime channel, but I was thinking of making a political channel where I'm going to make videos, maybe do a live stream every once in a while. Because I just have so many things I want to make videos on and just show what I'm thinking by showing you it. Not like, it's hard to say when you're talking because people go, yeah, I don't know, I haven't seen that. Yeah, I haven't seen it. But I can show it. And so would that affect anything? Like, I know this is my true crime channel, so I don't want to have it be a political place. Obviously we talked about the debate because that was huge. And it was almost criminal what Jill Biden's been doing with her husband. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to do it. What should I call it? Like, I don't know. I'll just have it something totally different. God, my stomach, I just keep getting this, thing. We could definitely do a show on all the people that were murdered by illegal immigrants. Yeah. The thing is, the truth is most people that come over the border aren't violent people. So, but let's say you have 10 million people come over. Let's just use a round number like 10 million. And then, let's say you say, listen, only 99% of these are good people, right? Well, 10% of 10 million is a million. And so that means 100,000 bad people came over if just 1%, right? Isn't that right? Or 10,000? What is the number? Let's see. 100,000, 10 million. 100,000 times 10 is a million. Yeah, that's exactly right. So 1% of 10 million is 100,000. So if you said, man, you know what? 99% of the people coming over the border are really good people. The other 1%, not so much, and that equals 100,000 people. Yeah, that's pretty nuts, right? I mean, that's a crazy figure. Most people that come over the border are here to they're not here to escape anything, okay? They're here to make money in the United States because they can make a lot more money, and then they send it back, and, they can live pretty well back home, and they're here to make money, right? They're not here because they love the United States or they want to escape anything. That's why they're here. And so, I respect the fact that they think that way, but I do not respect the fact that their first step is to just break into our country and, start getting social services and all these things that even some Americans don't get. I don't like that. And I think everybody should sort of feel similar. Hughes Views. Maybe I should just call it The Truth. Yeah, anyways. Gray Hughes political. I don't know. I'll come up with something. It's got to be something where people could find it. But I don't want it to... that way when I'm on here, I can just be, keep doing the true crime stuff. Because a lot of times I think of stuff, and I throw it out there, and then people go, oh, Gray, I didn't come here for politics, you bastard. And they get really upset. And so I'd rather just have some other place where I could do that. I mean, I know it's totally different. It's a different brand, it's not even anywhere near this, what I'm doing here. And I might just, it might just be videos too. And then maybe at some point I'd do a live stream or something, but we'll see. Hues, how about hues of gray? There you go. But it's not really gray, man. I see a lot of this stuff black and white, So you guys want me, let's get back to the Well, I'll tell you what, let's do some wheel spins here. I think I got everybody in here, right? When was the last one? Yeah, brown-eyed girl. Yeah. This is yesterday, so let me... Remember how we used to see this and you couldn't even see them because there were so many wedges on there? Alright, so this is going to be a... I don't know, I was thinking of giving out a... Let's see. Yeah, how about we'll give out one of the Freak Heart mugs and let's see. Maybe we'll do 2 Freak Heart mugs and a notebook. All right. But you have to email me your address so I can send it when you win. All right, here we go. This is going to be for the notebook right here. Should I do the notebook first and the mugs last? You know, kind of like the grand prizer. Gray matter. Oh, there it is. S-Jab Weather wins a notebook. All right. Do you already have a notebook, S-Jab Weather? Are you still out there? Do you already have that one? It probably doesn't mean S-Jab Weather. It's probably like St. John's something, you know. All right, so now these are for mugs here. Do you want the notebook? You got to send me your email with the notebook on it. But if you already got a notebook, let me know. Do you already have one? The Chloe notebook? I got to order some new ones, I guess. Okay, this one's for the mug. Joan Kuhn. All right. Cool. That's for the Freak Heart mug. And I think it has my sketch of me on the back, my face. There's another one. Oh, you're meteor. What's it mean, though? The S-Jab Weather. Is that related to your name and then weather? You're a meteorologist, huh? Nice. Might have you come on one of these times. Have something that has something to do with a storm. Do the notebook? Okay. Well, cool. Send me an email though with your address so I can. Oh, look at it! It skipped over to Heather N. Got the other notebook. All right. Well, there you go. There you go, everybody. I mean, the other mug, excuse me, that's what I meant. So, Heather N., you got the, make sure to send me an email. No, those are your initials? Okay. Right, so send me an email, Heather N., with your address on it. And I will send it. Cool. And then I'll get to see what your name is for the abbreviation. I won't say it on the show, but... Let me guess. Steve... let's see. Steve John Abernathy. Is that a pretty good guess? Stephen John Abernathy. There we go. I nailed it. I'm a psychic. Oh, skilligan, little bunny. Skipper! Man. 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 What do you mean, how about a membership? What do you mean? Hey, thanks, Kubi. How's it going? I'll tell you what, where are we at now? Since if we get another 48 in here, I'll give 5 memberships out. All right, if we get another 48, that'll at least get us to half of what we would normally do. All right. Will that happen? We don't know. But if we get another 48 in here, that's when I'll give away 5 memberships. Thank you, Kubi. So if you missed it, Kubi, we gave 2,500 more to our DNA fund, 500 to NICMEC, and 500 to Texas EquiSearch. Oh, did we do that? I think I meant to do rain this month. Oh, well. Did I do rain? I thought I did rain. No, I did Texas EquiSearch. I think I screwed up. Oops. Next month we'll get it. Thank you, Lisa Valenzuela and Ozzy Trisha. Yeah, we can't actually choose to who memberships go to. All right, so I'll put you guys your spins for tomorrow. Anybody else that's
freaks.
There we go. So I have you all, everybody from here on, I'll put you in the spin for tomorrow. Yeah, you just click on one of the, yeah, I don't know how to tell people. Don't you just click on the membership button down below and then it tells you can sign up for a free membership? But you can also click on up above where somebody else is giving away a membership. I think if somebody else donates like a membership, it'll show up, and she can click on that and it says make yourself available for
Chewbacca? Oh, I'll do Chewbacca if you want me to.
Wait, did I do it right? Man, I don't even remember now. Okay, that's NICMEC. Okay, NICMEC. Yeah. Ah, so we were supposed to do rain there. Oh well. Do that next month. Not sure how I forgot that. Alright, so we are now 33 short of 5 memberships. I click on the present and then it says you can make yourself the present, and then it says you can make yourself available to membership. The present? I don't see that. Will we make that happen? Don't know. Anyways, let's get to... I was going to read this one again. No, that's not the one. Yeah, so this is the incident that sort of seemed to start it all, even, you know, the ending, basically. In the 2 firemen missing person case where they were both found dead now. And that person never sent me this information about how the car, where the car was parked, etc. Oh, God. My stomach. I wish I knew how to burp. I could probably get rid of it. I don't know, Karen. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't seem that hard for everybody else. Right here it says, on the above date and time, I responded to a domestic at Olive Garden, located at 280 Pooler Parkway. Caller advised that his ex showed up on the scene and damaged his car after a verbal altercation. While en route, I was advised by dispatch that the female suspect left in a black Ford Escort with Georgia tag GEX 655. I advised my backup officers of a possible direction of travel for the suspect as I made contact with the victim identified as Chandler Kuhbander. Kuhbander stated he was at Olive Garden on a date with his ex-girlfriend. He was on a date when his ex-girlfriend of 7 years, identified as Raegan Anderson, walked in. Kuhbander stated he did not know how Anderson knew he was there, other than she was possibly passing by. Kuhbander stated that Anderson started making false claims about his date until she felt uncomfortable and left. So he was actually on a date, and then that girl left. Hey, thanks, this account and Bridget Bauman. And I think this was just a few days before all this went down. Wasn't it like the, I don't know, the 22nd, I think? Yeah, I think this was on the 22nd of June. Kuhbander stated he then left the restaurant. He walked out on his own now, and Anderson was in the parking lot near his vehicle arguing with him. Kuhbander stated that Anderson then began to key his vehicle, broke his gas cap, and broke the rear windshield wiper off the vehicle. Kuhbander stated he told Anderson he was calling the police, and that is when Anderson left the scene. I was able to make contact with Anderson via phone, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, she admitted to doing it, and she got arrested and put into jail, and then she was bailed out. And then 3 days later, Kuhbander, Chandler, is at his workout facility, like a workout club. And way down here, let's see. Well, this is actually the Olive Garden that they were talking about, right? In that location. The gym is right here. So at the, no, that's not. Hold on. Where was the gym? Yeah, right there. At Crunch Fitness. Right there. And at 11:30, I guess he communicated with the dad.
From holiday in Tasmania. Lots of love. Heart.
Good eye, mate. And then, let's see. All right, we're now 25 away from the 5 memberships. So right here we've got 11:40. He's seen leaving the building. And then apparently on the surveillance camera, you can see her car driving around before that, maybe. And then he leaves the building, and somehow she got him into her car, and his car was still sitting there on the 25th. And then later in the evening, or later in the day, let's see what time it was. I think way up here, she was at a Circle K at 4:30, and you only see her get out. You only see her get out of the vehicle right at the Circle K. So she's the only one that gets out, but his phone pinged there. Almost like, I don't know what she was doing, but the mother thought, oh, he's in the store, and she's in the vehicle, and he's texting her while he's in the store or something, or calling her to see what she wants. And then I thought, man, that sounds like such wishful thinking, because wouldn't you have seen him get out of the vehicle in the same surveillance footage camera that he got out and went into the store? Wouldn't the store have him on camera in the store? And maybe that did happen. We don't know, but you don't see him in the video, so I think he's already dead at that point. Except one thing is that, you know, depending on when she killed him, he's getting close to, not to be, you know, insensitive, but like rigor mortis would be at 11:30, 4:30. Remember, it takes 6 to 8 hours. So I think it takes longer from that to get to the area that he was found over here, way over here. So He would have been in, you know, total rigor mortis by the time he got over here if she killed him right away. Which we don't know if he was or wasn't. So apparently the vehicle, you know, there was a person that lives here that said they were really good about shutting the street down. Let me get the, oh, look at that, Lanky Tor. Well, I'll make that the equivalent there, Lanky Tor. And also, whenever you donate memberships, I give you a spin too. You know what I should do is I should give one extra, because there's potential that those people will return and stay a member. And here you go. Boom. So let's see. Welcome to KK Nichols, Linda, Jane, Cyrus, Stormy Skies, Nomad Beads, Jan, Grape Kool-Aid, Head in the Cloud 33, Denise Adams, and Sarah Ninja Butterfly. So it doesn't look like Karen was able to figure it out. Yeah. So you must not have signed up for it, Karen W. We tried. Maybe somebody else will do it later. Oh yeah, I was going to look up the this comment here. So this lady says, thanks to the officer and others who stayed all day on our road and in the woods where the car was located dealing with this tragedy. Okay, well that person, you know, they live right there. So is this the road here, the driveway, or are they talking about the road here that actually has, you know, hollow road, and they were on their road all day? So, I mean, I guess it could be somewhere over, you know, I mean, anywhere along here. I'm just saying maybe they drove up, because it's still called Hollow Road even up here. So they maybe went around and then went up here, but the road was blocked off at this area, allowing everybody else to go home, but they blocked off Hollow Road. But Hollow Road actually does still go around to there, but it seems like she would be saying that if it was blocked off right here, right? Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't it make sense if it was blocked off right there? That's why you would say our road was blocked off. I mean, it's definitely possible they blocked it off from right here. But, you know, if it's up here, you would just block it off here and let everybody else go to their homes if they live, you know, needed to go somewhere. What do you mean them or themselves? Yeah, well, she killed him and then probably herself, I'm imagining. I mean, we don't actually know the answer. It'd be interesting to find out if they felt like it was like they both did something to themselves. I don't think that, though, at all. Yeah, what a weird story, though, huh? Jeez. And then what law enforcement put out earlier was, we regret to inform the public that the bodies of missing persons Raegan Anderson and Chandler Kuhbander, along with Anderson's vehicle, have been discovered in Cocke County, Tennessee. Tennessee authorities are currently investigating the scene. Then I just read you the other article, or not article, but a post by somebody saying thanks for blocking, you know, the work that they did. Thanks to the officers and others who stayed all day on our road and in the woods where the car was located, dealing with this tragedy. They were all professional and helpful as the day progressed, and the road was closed most of the day while they worked. Yeah. So it feels like right there. And I just think it's up, up in this area right there. Pretty wooded. Maybe it's right there. You drove up this road and then into here. But that's not the same road. That would be obvious that was a... So if you were just driving on this road here, and then you kind of keep coming up here because it's still called that. And then is it up in this area? And apparently that's where the car was found, and they were found. So I don't know if they... I don't know. For some reason, I don't think they were in the car. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, thanks, Karen W. in there. Yep. There you go. Let me put you in there for tomorrow. And I don't know what to tell you how to get your signed up for that. Okay, got you in there, and then that came in. Oh yeah, it was already after. And then we have, and then again. Oh, yeah, that's right. You always make the jokes about the dogs. You said for little boy, so it always, first one is for that beautiful face that Chloe is making, and then the next one is for Lil Boy Blue. Thanks, Karen. Yeah. Well, hey, do this for a second, Karen. You know that gifted membership that I just did? Go up and click on that. Can you click on that, my last one up there? Hey, Zozo, let me get her. Click on that, the gifted 5 membership thing there. I think it says something, doesn't it? Like on the thing itself, if you click off to the side. I don't know. I've seen it. Oh, that's what you just said, right? The boxes of presents on the gifted memberships. Yeah, Little Boy Blue. Jack and Jill went up the hill, each with $1.25. Jill came down with $2.50. Ooh! Remember that guy, Kubi? I know you would remember him. What was his name, by the way? Something like Little Boy Blue, wasn't it? Wasn't that his name? Or something? No, I know who Andrew Dice Clay is. I'm talking about the guy in the chat that used to always say those jokes. They always put the nursery rhymes in there. What was his name? Was that his name, Little Boy Blue? Yeah, Kubi.
Usually in those murder-suicides, she would shoot him and then turn the gun on herself immediately. Usually it's Bam Bam when she still has the courage.
Usually those murder-suicides, she would shoot him and then... Yeah, obviously, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we said that earlier. Usually it's a Bam Bam. I don't know, I think to me it feels like he was dead. She took him to a secluded place, probably carried his body out there because she's strong, and then sat there for a minute and killed, because it's hard to, how could he still be alive when she was pumping gas? Wouldn't he have jumped out of the car or something? I mean, it didn't look like she had a gun on her or anything. She's just, Billy Boy Blue. I thought it was Billy Blue. It was Billy Boy Blue, though. That's right. That's right. Your eyes are tired? How come, Paulette? Too much moving around on the screen. Thank you, Karen, up there. Did you click on it? Did it work?
Chewbacca? I'll be Chewbacca if you want me to.
No, I don't agree, Betty. So he's driving around with her for 6 hours, and he had his phone apparently, and he didn't call home. Yeah, I don't know. I don't buy it. And when you say no, you don't have the answer, Betty. It's your opinion. Might be right. Just word it as a question and leave the, huh? Hey, thanks, Cheryl Bullock. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it makes a better story, doesn't it? Yeah. So you got signed up now, Karen? Are you signed up? Pain in the toe, huh?
Chewbacca?
Yay, at least that worked.
Chewbacca,
Oh, I mean, so it worked clicking on my Gifted 5 or anybody else who did it? And then you could select to be available? Did it work? I thought I heard that a long time ago. Yeah, they did have the updated playlist. I mean, it is sort of interesting, right? Like, he's driving around there. He's putting travel music in there, and maybe he didn't know, you know. Yeah, because apparently on his YouTube playlist, there's some updated songs. One was like travel music. So I guess it's possible, you know. Oh, how come it won't let you pay to be a member, Karen? Yeah, maybe go out and come back in, like Lisa just said. But I mean, if you're available for one, you know, maybe you can try to. Get that. Thank you, Love the Sun 100. Maybe this is just an extremely late turnout tonight. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Chewbacca?
Oh, so it did work.
Chewbacca, if you want me to.
Thanks for all the great content. Smiley face.
Nah, it didn't matter, this account. You always have some answer, but I've been doing this for so long, I know that everything and how everything's worked over the years. Let's see, maybe they was going to try to work things out and got into a fight, and she keeps a gun in her. I mean, how did she keep control of him driving a car? Like, she's driving with one hand and has a gun on him the whole other time, and then she gets to a gas station, and then just gets out of the car and he just sits there again? So, I mean, maybe it is possible, you know. I can't remember who I was just talking to up there, but you know, maybe it is possible that the YouTube assho just got one. God. Boy, that's not going to end up being a troll. Jesus. It's a good way to ferret out the trolls, though, you know. You just load them up and just get rid of them. Yeah, so maybe, you know, he doesn't hop out of the car because they are just on a drive, right? And he's just sitting in the car waiting for her to put some gas in. I just want to take you to the special spot, you know? And then when they finally get there, that's when things finally turn. But don't you think he would have found a way to get a hold of somebody during that time? And where was his phone? Why was his phone turned off? See, a lot of those things are suspicious. Those were early on. If she sold it like, we're just, come on, you know. Yeah, he'd still have his phone with him. You're not a troll? Okay, well, your name sounds like one. Thanks, RM Bell. And yes, I'm referring to your YouTube name. I don't know what your actual name is. And if you missed it earlier, we gave $3,500, $2,500 to Identifiers International for our DNA work that we do, and then $500 to Texas Echo Search and NCMEC. I meant to give $500 to Rain, but didn't happen. I forgot. We'll get them next month. Why not, Karen? Yeah, it seems like he got into the car with her willingly. I can't imagine him pulling out a gun in the parking lot and he goes, oh, and he gets in the car. You know, I don't, it just feels like he got into the car willingly and then something happened at some point on a drive, you know? Like, did she just pull out a gun? I mean, I don't, God, it just seems really bizarre, the whole story. Oh yeah, Dollar General. Let's see. Yeah, right there. So they must have closed off. So you're saying right here? So I definitely, this is the right place then, right? Because this is the lady that put that post lives right around in there. And so that means if this is the Dollar General, that was closed off too. So it must be right here where they closed it off. So they actually probably made it right here where you couldn't go up into the area. Maybe it was even just right there so people could go that way, and you know. That makes sense. And they probably closed this off here, that. And then they probably closed off like right here. And then let people still drive up into these areas because they're not associated with it. Yeah, you didn't send me anything. I don't have anything from you. I don't have an email from you, E.G. Moore. Did you send it to me on Facebook, or like where'd you send it? Ah, boy. Yeah. I don't have anything on Facebook either. Jeannie Gayagoy just tried to maybe try to get Karen W1, but it didn't happen. Thank you. And welcome, Brad Lucas. Aren't you part of the Delphi situation? What are the buildings, houses? These are all houses over here. These are businesses, but that's unrelated to anything. The lady that lives in this house right here said that they blocked off their road. So I think they blocked off like all the way over here and then even some more places. I don't know why. Like, you know, maybe they wanted to let people this way, but blocked off people from going this direction, you know, because that kind of leads right up there. I don't know. So who said that they were inside the vehicle? Where does it say that they were inside the vehicle? Yeah, so you think another weekend at Bernie's? I don't know. I don't know about that. It's possible. But it was always day one, right? I mean, I bet you they've been dead since the 25th. Their phones never pinged anymore, ever again, you know, on those days. Right? Or wasn't it the 25th, the last ping date, or was it 26th? No, 6/24 it pinged up here. So you're looking at, like, I think they've been dead since the 24th. It's right here in Cosby. Well, I don't know what link. That lady said she sent me an email, but I didn't get anything. You can't put links in the chat if that's what you're wondering about. So what, can you send me that again? It's GRAY. This is my email right here. Look. And that's not a cue for the mods to type an email. I'm typing it in. It's right there. See, that's my email address. And then Paulette did it. Yeah, it's right there. It's right there. Yeah, we're doing the same thing in the, you know, Madeline Soto case. All right, so here's a larger one, Coastal Courier from Lynn. Bodies of missing Liberty County firefighters Raegan Anderson and Chandler Kuhbander have been found in Cocke County, Tennessee, according to Hinesville Police Department. Tennessee authorities are investigating the scene. Anderson's vehicle also was found. Details pertaining to the discovery of the bodies, vehicles, and events leading to their deaths are not available at this time. Questions should be directed. Okay, the Hinesville Police Department extended our deepest condolences. According to the TBI, the bodies were found inside a car. Okay, so now they're saying that. So that must be her vehicle then. According to the TBI, the bodies were found, I mean, it doesn't have to be, but it sounds like it, inside a car in Cosby, Tennessee, which is east of Pigeon Forge. Autopsies to determine the cause of death will be conducted. These two extremely dedicated employees put their hearts and souls into protecting and serving the citizens of Liberty County. Liberty County Fire Chief Brian Darby said in a Facebook post, authorities issued a lookout for Anderson on June 26th. A Liberty County deputy fire chief asked the HPD to conduct a welfare check on Anderson, who previously had been in a romantic relationship with Kuhbander. When officers got to Anderson's home, they did not find anybody, but they found a note that raised concerns about her state of mind. Anderson also had been arrested. That's what the mother said. That's how she knew, just like I told you guys, that she knew because the officers told her what was on the note. Anderson also had been arrested in Pooler recently for an incident involving Kuhbander, and Anderson was arrested after keying Kuhbander's car on June 22nd. So that's just 2 days before, I think, they went missing, right? Gotta go up here. Thursday. No. I'm trying to find the date. I thought it was the 24th. Last spoke to Kuhbander on 11:19 a.m. on Tuesday. No, that's the 25th. Okay. Alright, so I gotta change the date on that. So they were up in Cosby on the 25th the same day. You know, it's not like they were driving around. I just think nobody checked that car or nobody saw the car, depending on where it was, that whole time. When officers got to Anderson's home, they did not find anything but that they found the note. Anderson also had been arrested in Pooler recently for an incident involving Kuhbanders. Anderson was arrested after keying his car. So that was June 22nd. Then 3 days later, they went missing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know that's what you keep saying, Zozo, but I guess we'll see. But it sounded like there was really stuff going on. Like she just keyed his car. She's tried to do something to herself before. And he was on a date with somebody just 3 days before, you know? So he's not, I doubt he's like, oh man, I want to die too. I mean, I guess it's possible. And then they're just sort of together. Yeah, we were talking about that. I mean, you know, like even yesterday when you look at the mother in the press conference and stuff, you sort of wonder if there's something else. Like, did he leave willingly is something that pops into your head. And he's just sitting in the car. But she's just crazy, this woman. Authorities said Anderson's debit card was last used at a Circle K in South Carolina, and Kuhbander's cell phone also pinged at the same location. Yeah, so that means his phone and her phone, right? But how did they... that's right, because his phone pinged, I think, in this other location, right? Up in Cosby, I thought. Let's see. And it says there's also a video footage of Kuhbander leaving the Crunch Fitness at Old Thorpe Mall in Savannah, but never getting into his vehicle. Anderson's car was spotted in the same parking lot. I mean, he's just like, does it make sense that you're working out? You're at a gym, you're working out, and you're just leaving to go work out, and then you say, you know what? I'd like to end my life. I'd love to go with my ex. Doesn't it make more sense that somehow she came, waited for him to come out, got him to get into the car somehow, and ended up killing him at some point? Yeah, Danny, thank you for making her feel good. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, he's working out, he's trying to move on. Doesn't seem like somebody that's likely. But you know what? You can't throw it out. Because there's, some oddities in the story. Oh yeah, and this is her right here.
Oh my God! I will never hear his voice again, or hear him talk about his mustache, or the wonderful life that he was working on, being a firefighter, a job that he loved so much. She took him from time, and she took him from me. And I'm not on here
I don't know why you're going on TikTok though to do this,
to cry
This should be kind of private stuff here.
or ask for sympathy. I just wanted to come on. He was not hers to take. At this moment, I do not know.
I think she was, happily.
What happened? TBI still has to investigate.
Oh, well, I thought you were talking about where she sit up there. Could be. or something. Or maybe was that somebody else who said that? Ah, hell, I don't remember. That's who I was talking about, Zozo. I thought somebody up above said, yeah, that could be your theory. And I thought you were saying, thank you. And I was like, because you got that one. Yeah, but it's weird. Like, you don't really know what was going on here.
When they know more, I'll know more. My head is spinning. I don't even know what to do, or what to say, or how to act.
It's just kind of, don't you think it's a little weird to be on TikTok, though, right away, like that?
I feel like I can't find comfort in anything. I can't breathe.
Well, yeah, there isn't any. It's a nightmare.
It is the most awful. Feeling ever. My family is gonna go through a lot. Especially within this next couple weeks.
I mean, wouldn't she just, she has a husband, right? I mean, you know, family to do this with, I think.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know how we're gonna work.
I mean, people do whatever they do, you know, I just think, I've never seen somebody do that. I don't even know how I'm gonna go
back to a normal life, because he is my normal life. She's always been the root cause. And I tried not to say that, but it is fact.
Wait, root cause of what? So that's sort of interesting, right? That's more supports sort of a Zozo theory. So when you're saying she's always been the root cause, so root cause of what? You know? Are you saying that he did something now? Because, you know, sort of an interesting phrasing. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's kind of verifiable that she's crazy, right? The ex-girlfriend. Like, she was a stalker and really just kind of... She did get charged with keying the car, right? That's a verifiable thing. And it sounds like there was something going on, right? But, yeah, I guess we don't really know. But it's sort of interesting that she said what she just said a second ago about...
I tried not to say that, but it is fact. Life. She's always been the root cause.
She's always been the root cause of what, though? Like the drama. What'd she say? Pay for her. I think she meant like her upcoming, like, you know, the damage she did to the car. And, you know, maybe upcoming is just sort of a dumb word that she put in there. Yeah, maybe court hearings or whatever. But it's weird to say that she's always been the cause of what, you know?
And I tried not to say that, but it is fact. Every time something happened, it was always her.
Okay, there you go. When you say when anything always happened, what were the things that happened? How do you know it wasn't him, though, too, sometimes?
I don't want to sit on here and cry in front of you guys. I really just wanted to tell everybody thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for really trying.
I think it was longer than this. Like, this is an edited version.
Thank you for all the flyers and getting the word out and being a wonderful community and trying to find my...
Yeah, another thing that, you know, we were looking at, and, you know, I thought about it, but it didn't seem to bother me, but maybe, you know, beforehand. But, like, you know, they knew his checking account. Like, how did they know that she deposited money into their son's account and then he gave it back and then she sent it back again? How do they know that type of detail about their 24-year-old son's bank account. You know, when I heard it the first time, I thought, it's a little weird, but I was thinking, well, you know, maybe he got in trouble at one point, so they have his account so they can monitor or something.
My son. The
Oh, Cash App? Maybe, yeah, maybe something like that.
Even though they can't tell me he's
that makes
gone
sense.
yet.
Yeah, like a Cash App. There you go. Like you get the message saying, oh yeah, look at that, she sent him money.
We can infer her car, 2 people.
How about I'll just do the show the way I want to do it? Okay? That's right, that's right. Under the blue flower pot by the door.
I have so much I'm thinking about. And I just want to tell you guys to hold your babies a little tighter tonight. Because I can't hold mine. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Under the blue flower pot by the door. Who are you speaking to up there, Kristen? Let's see. I just think it's a little odd to go out there on TikTok, you know. You got a family to be communicating with, you know. I don't know. It just sort of, maybe she just isn't a very good communicator, you know. I think that might be one of the problems. Doesn't really think through the actual words, so you kind of leave stuff out. So you kind of makes you wonder. Like before they were found, you could come up with all kinds of different thoughts. Like, hey, I wonder if they went off together, you know, and they're just want to be off the grid for a while. You know, that's what you kind of hope for. But then you think, well, she just keyed his car, and you hear these things about. I mean, we're only hearing from them, but she was kind of like a stalker type. But there's other police reports. You got one from back in last year and then this year, so it sounds like this is an ongoing thing. Yeah, but but the dad's the one that called TTJO and said he told him that she deposited money into his account and then he sent it back. And then he said, "Oh yeah," and then she sent it back to you again. You need to call your police station, or not the fire station lieutenant or something. Remember? But see, she just might not be wording things right. I mean, when you have somebody missing in your family, it's kind of a difficult time. I think Kristen N was a Karen up there. Probably should change your name. Well, this isn't the gray zone, Dreaming Girl. This is just a regular show. Gray zone's usually on the weekend, but this happened to be our normal donation night, where, you know, I donate a large portion of my income to various true crime related charities every single month. Now, what does that mean, problems? Maybe she thought she would be able to hold it together to say thank you. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It just seems like, you know, why don't you wait a day or two and then get on there or something? Not the same moment, like you're, I don't know. Yeah, the dad told the son, as I just said. Should we play that one again, the court TV thing? Or, I mean, are you interested in that? I mean, so I think it may, you know, if you look at it I think what's likely happening here is the mother just isn't really the greatest communicator in the world. But everything that she's saying is the reality that this girl is a nut job, right? Yeah. Oh, Kristen, you're so funny. You're the greatest. See, what an idiot. Yeah, just get the hell out of here. Let's see. What do we got? We've got the. See if I can find it. You always get the little whiner Karens in here. If you have one question, they want to act like they've got the moral, they're better than everybody else. The fact that somebody's asking a question, you know. Well, I want to hear it to see what she was saying about her daughter. Why don't you want to hear it, Kubi? It sounds like you and good old Kristen are like buddies up there. Let's see. What do we got? I'm trying to find it. This is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. I don't know, but you guys are like, why can't we just have a conversation? I don't think the mother has anything to do with the mother has nothing to do with the death of any of these people here, okay? I'm just saying, I'm trying to figure out, you know, precisely what's going on. Like, I don't think she has anything to do with it.
And they've separated because it is not.
I know it's really tough to come on live. What clues as to what may be going on with Chandler?
So we've traced all the way back to when this all really, it's been going on for years, but they've had a relationship for 7.5 years, and they've separated because it is not it's just very toxic for both of them. My son did go on a date on Saturday, the 23rd, and
it's the 22nd, but she's got it. It's all, you know, so everything she's saying is something that really happened.
And she found his car and where they were at, and came and keyed his car while he was on the date, and he called the police. She subsequently went to jail and bonded out on her own, but during that time...
Hey, me too, Plato. Plato said it. Her name was mispronounced, and then she responds anything close. I respond to Gary, Craig, Greg, Jim sometimes.
She was calling and texting my son because she's terrified for her to lose her job. They are great firefighters. This is just, she's not in the right headspace at all. And after that happened, she just continued to message my son back and forth, and he just kept telling her, please stop calling me, let me be, I need time to think, I need my space. I told you I'd help you to take care of stuff, like even like shoes and stuff that he was willing to give back so she would have extra money to pay all the extra bills that are going to come from her choices and her actions. And
yeah, so she's going to have extra bills to pay to fix the car.
She was trying to get him to come see her at any cost, and he just kept telling her, I was told not to, I can't, and every time we come together this happens. Fast forward to Tuesday was my daughter's birthday. He went to the gym that morning at Crunch Fitness in Savannah. My husband had talked to him before he went in and told him that she transferred a sum of money to him, and sometime subsequently he transferred it back to her, and then she again transferred it to him. He was told by my husband, do not touch that money, and call your lieutenant, let them know, or your captain, and let them know what's going on. And he did. I was trying to work a little faster. You know, I can do a little more things than the police department can do. They have to follow a protocol, but I don't. So I preemptively, after my son had gone up and found my son, I have another son, his name is Xander. Xander had gone up to get, get the car, and I apologize. I have dogs, and
It's okay. I've got animals too in my house. I know. I'm sure. I'm sure this is upsetting for the animals too. I mean, let's be honest. They sense things. They sense that you're upset. I'm sure. And so
right.
You were saying you don't have to.
It's got us in chaos right now.
Yeah, you were saying you don't have to follow, protocol, right? The police, do, but it sounds like you've notified everyone, right? The fire department's aware of what's going on. The police were aware.
Everybody knows what's going on.
Of the incident. And then, did you get some information that they were heading to the Pigeon Forge area? How did you learn that, Jane?
So after my son's car was found outside of Crunch Fitness, still sitting there, we reviewed cameras that are at the mall and saw that Raegan had showed up at the mall, and waited around and drove around the parking lot where my son's car was parked. At 11:40, my son came out of Crunch Fitness, and that was the last time he's seen heading towards his car. After that, I spoke to the detectives, and they said, we're looking at the cell phones. We're pinging their cell phone, trying to get their cell phone records. And at that point, every 15 minutes, they get a notification that tells them where the cell phone is if they get notification. Well, no one had spoken to my son since after 11:30. No one had talked to him after that. So the next time my son's cell phone gave an alert was at 4:30 in South Carolina, when they were, it doesn't show my son in the video they have, but she was getting gas at a gas station, and his cell phone is the one that went off. It almost sounds like he was calling her from inside the gas station, maybe to ask her if she wanted something. And I do believe he's with her to keep.
Yes, I don't know, when you say it sounds like she's inside the car, is that like she's hearing something, or just the sound of the fact that there's a ping there? She just believes that, because obviously it doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't you have seen him got out of the car, or the camera in the Circle K would have filmed him?
Gave an alert was at 4:30 in South Carolina, when they were, it doesn't show my son in the video they have, but
yeah, I think what I get from when I was listening to her, it sounds like she's trying to be as positive as possible and find the most happy thing, or the best scenario. She's looking for like glass half full type of thing, But
she was getting gas at a gas station, and his cell phone is the one that went off. It almost sounds like he was calling her from inside.
It is interesting that his phone goes off. I mean, did he is there a call from his phone? And if it was, why would he call her? Because that means he's still sitting in the car and she's just standing right outside the car. Maybe she wanted to make it look like he was communicating with her.
Inside the gas station, maybe to ask her if she wanted something. And I do believe he's with her to keep them both.
Yeah, I was thinking she was probably, 20 years old or less when she had him.
In this world right now. Because her headspace is really bad, and there's a lot of stuff that we just aren't telling everyone. To try.
See, I wonder what that other stuff is. See, there's a lot of stuff they're not telling everybody. It's probably not good.
To be able to work farther in, it's a very deep situation for the two of them, and the next ping that came was actually off of Raegan's cell phone in Cosby, Tennessee.
Okay.
And they haven't been seen since.
I wish she had asked what day was that. But anyways, Cosby is right here. So that means, it's weird. They weren't able to triangulate, obviously, Huh.
That's why you're saying Tennessee. Do you have reason to believe that Raegan is suicidal and your son is trying to comfort her through that?
Yes. It's been...
I think that's really what she was hoping would be.
There's been multiple occasions where she has attempted or gave the appearance of attempting to commit suicide.
I don't know. She looks like she's 40 to me. 40, 45, like if she was 44 years old, she'd been 19 or 20 when he was born. I can see it.
And my son had gone out several times to keep her from doing so. And this time there is a suicide note that was left, or a note in.
And by the way, we know that she's his mom. So, I mean, I'm not sure what the questioning on that is.
General that was left, explaining where to send her belongings to and how to handle her belongings, and that she is sorry to
Right, so the police shared with her the suicide note. That's how she knew what was on it.
my son. Just one line, "I'm sorry, Chandler." That's it.
But it's not like
And that was written.
Oh, go ahead.
And it's weird she said, "Sorry, Chandler." So it's like, wow, did she know that she was going to be killing him and is apologizing to him there so that other people can see it? Because at that point, you'd almost think she was just apologizing, was going to take off and do something to herself. But then she changed her mind at some point and brought him along.
I'm sorry, that was written right prior to them going, her going to the gym where
Right.
she
Okay.
met him
At the gym. So we know they made contact there at the gym. We know that much.
That's correct.
Okay. And this is not like him, though, to not let you all know, hey, I'm with Raegan. She's needing my comfort. This is unlike your son.
He didn't even want to meet up with her. And in some previous text messages, we don't have his phone or anything, but we were able to find his watch where he's just telling her, "I'm not going to meet with you. I cannot meet with you. You cannot come here. I am not coming to you." It's just constant him telling her no. And he's a very much a creature of habit, and all of this media attention, he's going to be so upset and so embarrassed because he's a private human being. And he's very driven to do the right thing and make sure people are safe. And he really does care about Raegan. You just don't give up 7.5 years of a relationship and not care about someone.
Sure.
But he talks to his brother and his dad in a group text message all day long. They share videos and memes, and they talk, and he says, "Yeah, I'm coming home." We check on him. We know his schedule at work.
See, I think this is when you, like, she wants to get in her point about the, how it's abuse because she's using suicide towards, to try to keep them together. But, I mean, I always like to keep listening to what they're saying, like, you just keep, like, okay, and then try to get more detailed information. Like even earlier when she said, there's just some things, and she could have said, well, is there anything of those things that you feel like you could tell us? And then maybe she would say something. But
And he would have never not come to his sister's birthday.
Yeah, I'm sure. And, I don't know Raegan and Chandler, your son. He sounds like a wonderful human.
I mean, to her credit, that video isn't still on TikTok. Like, she did her live stream, and then somebody else, I guess, recorded it and then put it out there. Hers isn't sitting there. I mean, I don't know if they store the live streams on TikTok.
I do know the cycle of domestic violence. I volunteer in that movement, and you said some things that have some red flags going up in my mind. Has she used suicide as a threat to keep him in the relationship in the past when he's tried to break up with her?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And that's a very telling sign of abuse, going on. That is a form of abuse to try to threaten. Nobody should be put through that. Everybody has the freedom to exit a relationship at any time. I wish we had more time to talk, Jane, but we're out of time for now, but we want to keep the conversation with you going. As we kind of close out just this talk for now, tell me, are you hopeful? What's next? What are you feeling right now in this moment here?
I'm terrified. There's so many. I'm trying not to catastrophize the situation, But it's very hard when there's so many things that could go wrong. And I haven't heard from him since Tuesday when my husband last spoke to him. He would never not call us. No one, everything we keep coming across just turns up nothing. It's not them. No one's seeing them. Cameras aren't seeing them. I'm just asking the public.
Yeah, that's why I think that they have both been dead since the 25th. And they just didn't find the car until just recently with them in it. That's what I think.
Please share the message. If you see this car, call 911. Text me. Let me know that you've seen them. Let the police department know you've seen them wherever it is.
And we're going to
I
do
don't
our
care if they're
part
in
to
it or
share
not.
as
I don't
well,
care if you
Jane.
see just him.
Yeah, so basically that's it. All right, wow. That's a sad story. I mean, hopefully I don't know if they'll come out with something, but, you know, it seems like they would if it's a murder-suicide, right? Like, they'd come forward and explain what they think happened. Is this a cemetery here? What is this? No. Cemetery of old trees, though. Look at those. What kind of trees are those? They must bear some sort of a, what, like nuts of some kind? I think those are apples. Looks like really kind of weird looking trees for apples. Let's see, maybe they tell you right here. Yep, looks like red apples there, Plato. You got it. I mean, at least that's what the picture shows. Well, any other thoughts on that one? I think all the mother's things are explained. I don't really have any like questions like, oh, you know, any more or anything. It's just I listen to it, and it just seems like she's somebody that's out there trying to, you know, she's trying to put a better spin on the story in case she was listening. She even updated a post saying, "Hey, we care about you too, Raegan." You know, I think she knew that he was in really bad danger at this whole time, and she's just like, she had all this other information. Yeah. Well, I think we were all hoping for something else, but I was a little bit nervous this whole time since there's been no other contact from the 25th until now. I mean, there was none. So that means, you know, the phones are off. They haven't even been sighted. That means they're in a stationary position likely. And that means they've been in the same place for 5 days. And, you know. I don't know. What gun? Wouldn't she have it with her? She had a gun that she probably had used the gun with her, don't you think, TTJL? Why would it be at home? Hey, thanks, M. Jordan Jardine. Yeah, I'm still putting people in for the spin tomorrow. I've got a list here. So it wasn't too bad of a donation night. We did make it to what did we get to? 52%. Maybe that's the new normal. So thanks everybody for helping out. Remember, she had the gun taken from her because in July of 2023, but maybe she got it back. Obviously, she knows how to use firearms. Oh, thank you also to Monica. Yeah, or maybe she got the gun back after a while, you know? So anyways, thanks to Plato, WNC Granny, Paulette Leonard, Tawny Lee, Kim T, Jeannie Gaiagoy. She says, for all you do and your brilliant coverage of all these cases. Well, thank you. Then LaDonna, Sandra Shirley, Karen W, and Karen W again, and Monica. But I read that they found her gun at home, so that's why I'm asking. I don't know. Where'd you read that they found her gun at home? I mean, where is this information coming from? Somebody on Facebook? Let's see. FarQ, 3 months. Lisa Valenzuela, Richard Watts, Lori Fisher, Wendy Van Rokel, Swoo Lou Dant, and WNC Granny with a cat eye, then Angelia Wilcox, Shells 76, Lynn GMB, Alley Cake, Small Town Girl, Sarah Creative, Michelle H, Chicken Wing, Lisa L, Tawny Lee, Jessica Schubach. And then it was, let's see, Small Town Girl, 1 month. Then Cindy J, Lisa Taylor, 9 months. Then Tracy McCumber, Hope for All, Whiskey Boots, Jen P, Flounder 23, Spud Smith, K Me, Katie's Corner. Then Ivan Victor, Brenda Starr, Lynn, just Lynn by itself, and then Jen P, then Notorious Nance, Michelle H, Jelly Tot, a Australian cat eye, then Georgina Stoliker, Olivia, Georgina Stoliker gifted 5 memberships, Simply Me, Michelle H gifted a membership, then Judy Grandstrand gifted a 5 memberships, then Peter Joan Kuhn, Kathy Friedenmaker, S. Jab Weather 22, K. Me, Heather N, Lane Dune, Navy Swimmer, Brown Eye Girl 714, Kubi, Lisa Valenzuela, Ozzy Trisha, This Account, Bridget Bauman, Lanky Tor gifted 5 memberships, then I gifted 5 memberships, then Betty Smith, S. Jab Weather 22, Cheryl Bullock, Love the Sun 100, then Lisa Valenzuela gifted a membership, then R.M. Bell, Jeannie Gaiagoy, who also sent in the PayPal, she gifted a membership, then Cappuccino Michelle, I remember you, and then Dreaming Girl, new member. You used to be here a long time ago, Dreaming Girl. I kind of remember you. Didn't you used to call in? And then M. Jordan Jarding. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. The search at home for the gun was in one of the articles, wasn't it? No, I don't remember anything about that. They might have went to the home to search. But who knows? Maybe that isn't what her technique was. I don't know. Maybe she drugged him, got him a drink. You know, like you guys said, and he's passed out like Weekend at Bernie's, like Zozo said, and he's driving around, and then he's still alive, but eventually, you know, she does something. Yeah, we got to 50%. No. I mean, I don't know what the goal is anymore. It used to be, I didn't even have one on this night, but well, thanks. There it is. That's the first one. Well, there's Blue by himself. That's all he is. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to plug away. Keep doing videos. I still had more to do on I think it was the Stephen Stern's cell phone stuff for later in the evening. I don't know if I've already done that specifically, showing the locations, but got that to do. Got other videos to make. I like to just kind of cover the whole thing. Hey, wait, thanks, Danny ICURN, and then also Amy Lemoyne. Cool, put that in there for tomorrow. Spin. Wow, you've been here over 2 years, huh? You don't chat that much, Amy Lemoyne, do you?
Late to the live, but here to donate. Thanks, Gray, for all you do.
Well, thank you. And I also want to say thanks again to Amita for a generous PayPal the other day. So thank you. She's really amazing. Like, I don't think she ever comments at all, but like every few months or something, she'll send a PayPal for the stuff that I do. We should comment more, Amy. Come on. Yeah, whoever sent me that. See, here's the thing. Somebody sent me 2 of those beds. One's blue. But they've never said. I don't, still to this day, I have no idea who sent the 2 beds that Blue and Chloe. Blue loves that thing. I mean, he's in there all. Chloe likes it too, but I'm just saying. I still don't know who sent them. Okay, well, thanks, Amy, but feel free to comment. I know people say, I'm scared, Gray, because you're so mean. Well, anyways, thanks, everybody, for being here. Another successful month for us to be able to give to true crime related charities and our DNA fund. Probably at the next month give a little bit some more to our scholarship that we do too. We gave out 2 $3,000 scholarships. But hey, Plato, what do you think about doing 4 $1,500 scholarships? I mean, that's still a pretty decent chunk of money that people wouldn't mind having. But it also allows that you can pick, or maybe you could do like 2 $2,000 and 2 $1,000s. Like, you know, almost like 3rd and 4th place kind of thing. Or you could do one for, you know, what 2,500 and then another one for 1,500 and then 2 for 1,000. I don't know. Just a thought. "50 Shades of Grey." Is that the name of the other channel? The politic one that I might start up? Because I don't want to talk about it much on this channel. People get really, they just hate it, you know. If you were talking about something other than just true crime. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to do like 1,500 for 4. That way it's easier to, like, there might have been that one other one that you wanted to pick. Well, thanks, Judy, but also, you know, it's all you guys, and, you know, it's you guys, and I get ad revenue, and there's memberships and everything, and all of that is what allows me to give a big chunk away. No, not really, SJ. I do true crime-related charities. I mean, if I had an animal channel, I'd probably donate to one of those. Is that okay? I mean, I hope that doesn't dissuade you, but I mean, this is a true crime channel, so I want to, you know, give to stuff related to that. You thought Lillian sent what? I didn't see Lillian tonight. Oh, Lillian, about the beds? I don't know. I mean, I like that charity. You know, if there's a case, for example, out there where, you know, we're doing a case and a police dog dies or something, then maybe I would do something like that.
Chewbacca? I'll be Chewbacca if you want me to.
Hi Gray, do you ever donate toward animal care for homeless cats and dogs?
What is she looking at? What is she doing? What the heck are they doing? You know, she likes me more now. Like, she's always, like, for some reason, she's always like, you know, she's always jumping in my wife's lap, or whenever she goes somewhere, she'll follow her or something. But now it's like, you know, I spend a little bit more time petting and, like, you know, she's like, hey, Gray, you know, and then she jumps up a little bit more, and it's pretty cool. She's so funny. Yeah, she does these weird twirling moves. Let me see if I say her name really loud. Chloe! Could you hear that through the wall? No. Hey, thanks, Gloria Batari. Yeah, it's not too hard getting all these spins ready again like I used to do. So, yeah, at least every night now, if you help support the channel, there's a shot to win, you know, give back that I can give you. It's not really like, hey, I'm doing this so I can try to win something. I mean, you might as well buy a notebook instead of, but, you know, if you're helping support the channel, I can try to, you know, hopefully give back every once in a while. I already did the spin, Danny, a long time ago. I have these stored up for tomorrow. Everything after that spin. That guy, Jonathan, in his apartment. I don't even know what case that is at this point. Oh, Jonathan. No, that one? No, I've talked to them. They're just kind of letting the police do their thing at this point. That's a crazy one, though, right? No, it's the spin of the wheel, you know, the little wheel that spins around. So what day did Gray say those two were dead by? I think they were dead on the 25th, the same day they went missing. Unless that ping is later, because she didn't say when the ping was in Cosby. You know, so if I knew what date the phone pinged in Cosby, then I could tell you, be more precise. I just don't know. But I think it's likely the same day, like 25th late at night or something like that. Just, you know, if you look at it on the map, you know, it's down here. This is where they live. This is where the workout place was. And then, like 5 hours later, she's right here at a Circle K. Now, it's sort of interesting. I mean, how far away is that? I mean, maybe it takes that long to get there, but she's at this Circle K here. I can't imagine that taking that many hours. They probably pulled over somewhere and talked. It's 151 miles. 11:50 to 4:30. Huh. That's weird, right? Like, where was she? Some of that time, there's some unaccounted for time before the Circle K. So does she take him somewhere, kill him, then he's already dead at the Circle K, and then the drive over here is, you know, it's going to be longer than this, but let's just say 200 more miles. So that would take, you know, 3.5 hours or so from here. So maybe like 8 o'clock at night, you'd be over in this area. Oh, you got the dogs on the screen. Oops. Ah, shit. I'll have to start over again. Okay. So you're down here. This is where they lived. Then they went to the workout facility right there. Then that was at 11:30. So 5 hours later, they're right there. But that's only, there's a lot of roads going there. So it's kind of a direct-ish route. So if you go from here to this area, it's 150 miles. So let's just say 170 miles. So that would take 3 hours. But there are 2 hours of missing time before she got to the Circle K. So maybe she took him somewhere and killed him somewhere first, then goes to the Circle K. Now she's on her final mission on Highway 26 right here, driving up, and it's not too, look at, so even from there, it's kind of, you get on these windy roads and so forth, but they do make it there. So that would probably be, like I was saying, it would take 3.5 hours, or 4, let's say at the most, to get from there. So it'd be like 8:30 at night when her car made it over here. Now you got that thing on the screen. I'm not doing it again though. All right, so they would have got to this area in the evening of the 25th. All right, there you go. Thanks everybody for being here today. We will see you tomorrow. The heck is the... Oh yeah. I'm way up there, really small now. Oh, and that's the dog. Is that the dog camera? Oh yeah, look at that. So, anyways, thanks again, everybody. Had a good month. Good, even a decent donation night. It wasn't, I just think we're in a different time frame now, different economy and everything. So, but I appreciate everybody's. It's hard to accept it, but it just is what it is. You know what I mean? So, but tomorrow's the first night of the next month. All right, so let's make it happen tomorrow, just on the normal nightly type situation. All right. And I'm going to keep pumping out videos too, doing the show. I'm not really great at marketing or anything like that, so I don't really know all the little tricks that they do have a promotion thing that you can do. Like I spent $200 on 2 videos, and I'm just trying to see what it means. Like what does it do for the video? So hopefully it makes, you can see growth on those when they put the promotion in there and it pops up on people's feeds. We'll see. So, thank you, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And, as I always say, until next time, be safe out there. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6. I hate when Gray does that. He always does this counting thing, and I hate it. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector.
The projector.
I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gray is gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I'm a temple fucking jack shop. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without a blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to the real to offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. Gee.
That's not what you normally say. You say, good night, everybody, gee, like that. Gee.
Gosh, Gray, do I sound like that?
You sure do. Now do it the right way.
Good night, everybody. Gee.
Thank you.
No problem, Gray.
All right, see you guys later. And thanks again. Oh, and thank you to all the mods for all the stuff that you guys do. Appreciate it. You guys are always blocking and all the crazy people and removing comments that are derogatory towards the channel, etc. I don't want channels comments removed that are just disagreeing, though. All right. So anyway, see you guys later.